Leading off our news this week, the new 60-meter frequencies approved by the FCC in December will become available to amateurs as of February 13th, 2026, along with the new power restrictions on those frequencies. John Ross, KD8IDJ, is here to tell us all the details you need to know.
It's a bit confusing as different rules apply to different segments of the band. The changes result from the FCC's action to approve a worldwide 60-meter amateur allocation made by the World Radio Communication Conference in 2015. As of February 13th, FCC-licensed amateur operators holding general class or higher licenses may operate on a secondary basis anywhere between 5351.5 and 53.66.5 kHz, subject to maximum bandwidth of 2.8 kHz and maximum transmit power of 9.15 watts ERP. Here's the confusing part. The existing 60-meter channels centered on 5332, 5348, 5373, and 5405 kilohertz remain as secondary amateur allocations with maximum power of 100 watts ERP. However, the old channel at 5358.5 kilohertz is eliminated, as it is now part of the new 5351 to 5366.5 kilohertz subband and subject to the lower power limit. For all 60-meter transmissions, emission bandwidth is limited to 2.8 kilohertz or less, and amateurs must not cause harmful interference to and must accept interference from stations authorized by the United States, NTIA, and FCC, and other nations in the fixed service, and all other nations in the mobile service except for aeronautical mobile. Data or radio emissions in particular must be limited to transmission links so as not to cause harmful interference. Digital mode operators must be familiar with offsets in order to stay within the authorized frequencies. I'm John Ross, KD8IDJ.
For the purpose of computing ERP, the transmitter peak envelope power is multiplied by the antenna gain relative to a half-wave dipole antenna. A half-wave dipole is presumed to have a gain of 1 or 0 dBd. Amateurs using other antennas must maintain their station's records, either the antenna's manufacturing data on the antenna gain or calculations of the antenna gain. Once again, the new FCC rules take effect on February 13th, which is 30 days after publication in the January 14th edition of the Federal Register.